I'm back another album review. Today's review is on Chicago/Detroit, 1982 by Ministry. This is a live album from the band that took place during the band's early years and before the release of their debut album. It was released on September 27th, 2019 on Cleopatra Records. The lineup consisted of Al Jorgensen on lead vocals and keyboards, Stephen George on drums, and John Davis and Robert Roberts on keyboards. The album was reissued on January 12th, 2023 with a second disc containing what's been dubbed as Rarest Trax. Now, the version that I have is the reissue, and only 1,000 copies were made. So you can see both discs right there. Now let's talk about the songs. Disc 1 starts with Same Old Madness. The first 6 tracks took place at live at On Broadway in Chicago on May 18th, 82. The next track is Revenge. Since this was recorded in 82, you can hear Al Jorgensen sing with the faux English accent. After that is Effigy. This later appeared on With Sympathy. Right after that is Premental. Obviously, this is from when the band was in their synth-pop phase. The second to last track in the set list is I'm Falling. This track wasn't even on With Sympathy. Now, the set list ends with Overkill. This is not a cover of the song by Motorhead, just so we're clear. Next up is Never Asked for Nothing. This track and the ones up to track 12 were recorded live at Clutch's Cargo in Detroit on July 10th, 82. Up next is Love Change. The band didn't even record this for With Sympathy. That's followed by What Is the Reason. Here's another track that wasn't on any of the band's studio albums. You followed up with Work for Love. The CD reissue of With Sympathy has the title changed to this. The second to last track in the set list is Cold Life. And notice that a bunch of these songs weren't even on any of the band's studio albums, although some appeared on compilations. The set list ends with America. Well, the band did record a song called America for their album Americant, though it has a different spelling and different lyrics. The following track is Funkamental. This track and the next 3 were recorded live at Misfits in Chicago on March 12th, 82. The track after that is Dancing Alone. None of the band's studio albums have this track. The second to last track on disc 1 is Lay Stupid. It was stupid that Arista Records didn't give Al Jorgensen any creative control when the band was making With Sympathy. Disc 1 ends with Knowledge. Aside from being synth-pop and new wave, there are some elements of industrial music on this album. That's it for Disc 1. Now for Disc 2. The first 4 tracks on this disc are from Ultimate Rarest Trax, which was released as a standalone compilation album on January 19th, 2024. The first 2 tracks are the Dirt Dove and Dirt mix-up Every Day is Halloween. The last 2 are Playground and I See Red instrumental. The track that comes next is She's Got a Cause. This was recorded at Live Misfits in Chicago on New Year's Eve, 81, which was from the band's very first live show. The last 3 tracks are from the band's performance at Live Misfits Chicago on March 12th, 82. The tracks are I'm Falling, Cold Life, and Overkill. I couldn't find any information regarding how the album performed commercially. However, I did see that it has a 4.4 out of 5 on Discogs as of the making of this review. Now for my thoughts. I think this is a good album. It was interesting hearing material from the band that was recorded before the release of their first album. Then again, it's a shame that a lot of the songs didn't even appear on the band's studio albums. On the plus side, there are recordings that exist at all. I could have gotten Ultimate Rarest tracks, but most of the songs are on this version of the album. Maybe someday I'll review Ultimate Rarest Trax. Overall, I highly recommend this album, especially this version in particular. And now is part where I question you. Have you listened to Chicago/Detroit, 1982? If so, what do you think about it? What's your favorite song from it? Did you attend any of the concerts featured on this album? If you have this album, which version do you have? Let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to press the notification bell to notify of future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon with another review.